What up, everybody? It's your boy, Pyro, and today we're checking out Geese. And this is their new album, Getting Killed, which is just a bummer, you know? You don't want to get killed. Nobody wants to get killed. But we're getting killed today. That's what's happening. And Trinidad is first. Trinidad. Is Trinidad actually spelled that way? I'm going to look that up real quick. I'm definitely aware of that. And Tobago. So this band itself is new to me. I have not heard anything at all from this band. I did see there was a video clip of, oh my God, Billy Corgan, I think. Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins guy. Him listening to this with like a creator. And it was like maybe a 15-second snippet from it. No real clue. Oh, yeah, it is Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, so it is spelled that way. I thought wrong. That's what happened. I thought wrong. So, yeah, that's the only way I'm aware of it. This was a album that our YouTube community voted in. So shout out to you guys making this happen. You guys know how I roll. I jump in blind. And so if there's a lot of dumbass commentary that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, feel free to correct that if I say something that doesn't make sense. I do actually listen to the comments, unlike a lot of people. And when I go into a reaction, I think it's best to go in completely blind, and that makes it more fun. But a lot of people in the comments get so uptight. You're so wrong. Of course I'm going to be wrong. I'm human, guys. I'm a human. I'm just a human. Let's get into this. Trinidad. hey, there's a bomb in the dude's car, and that's not good. That's not good. Listen, we're not going to judge this song by song. I can tell you that right now. A lot of times I like doing song by song and kind of telling my thoughts and throwing a rating here and there. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'll tell my thoughts, obviously, but I need this sound to sit with me, and I need to let it warm up on me a little bit because it is very different than a lot of stuff I typically check out. And I pulled up Album of the Year here. And on albumoftheyear.org, you can vote for, like, for example, Geese getting killed. People have voted this as art rock or indie rock. And maybe in the subgenres, krautrock, psychedelic rock, art punk. So I can see a lot of that in there. Now, art rock is not something I'm familiar with. And I wouldn't say I'm a super artsy guy, but it's just a certain kind of art. You know what I mean? Like, I write fiction. So I am into art in that sense. I love music. I have freaking zero music ability, okay? Zero. But damn it, do I love it. So it's always interesting finding something like this, and I don't know going further if I'm going to like it. Just being honest, but damn it, we're going to give it a try. This is very quirky. The production's nice. I got to say, there's a lot of different things happening, from ear to ear, which I always appreciate. The echoey stuff is what really annoyed me in this one, just being straight with you. Vocally, wasn't bad at all. Like, kind of had a bluesy vibe going on there with those guitars. So I'm not mad at it per se, just not sure if my musical palette, it can handle this. We'll find out, though, guys. We're going to find out together. Cobra! I liked that. That reminds me of 70s rock is what that reminds me of. So I could get down with that for sure. Now, I kind of wondered, obviously, off these first two songs, one, you have a little more trippy, right? Trinidad's a little more trippy. Cobra, definitely more of your, like I said, I feel like it's kind of 70s rockish. Are we going to have maybe a Velvet Underground-esque kind of feel going on here? A little creative, you know what I mean? Like instrumentally, some really quirky stuff, but also some good-ass, like, vibes and stuff. I mean, I don't know if I would say Velvet Underground had good vibes per se, but that first album had a lot of songs that just kind of just sat with me, man. I really liked it. That's the problem. That's like, I don't have a big platform or a palette of art rock that I've delved into. And the stuff I did start delving into, it was, back in the day. So like this year, beginning of this year, I started listening to Velvet Underground. Never really had heard them before that. So you guys can see where I'm going to be struggling probably. But that I love that, actually. That was cool. Husbands. And that texture on the guitar in the last one was nice.
Say, but I'll never explain, so you don't have to waste your time. You don't have to waste your time. Hiking up 100 hills. You don't have to, but I will. Well,
All right, that was a great vibe, and I don't know if I necessarily got 70s rock vibes here, but it was definitely chill and in a good way. The vocals are nice, man. The mixing and production on this is really nice so far. One thing it has that I was like making a comment about the Velvet Underground, 60s, 70s, whatever. The quality of production is a lot better, regardless if that's that style or not. This production is really nice. Love that it's again bouncing around in different instruments and different ears. I'm a huge fan of that. Might still be just a tad too trippy for me for your boy, but I think that's going to go on a playlist right with Cobra. That was really solid as well. And to be clear, I always, no matter if it's really bad, I don't torture myself. But if an album kind of falls in the middle ground, let's say I'd rate it a 5 or something. Not that I'm going to this, but I'll make sure I come back and I listen to it like 2 or 3 more times, kind of while I'm out doing stuff. So if I'm playing video games, I got some music on in the background, and especially if I'm playing something simple, cooking, all that stuff. So I'll have my music kind of replaying in the background, stuff I've heard, but I'm not sure if I want it to be in a playlist or not. And it really has helped me kind of get into some sounds that I typically wouldn't. But, ooh, self-titled, Getting Killed. Let's get killed. Okay, I'll tell you one thing I'm struggling with, and that is defining all the instruments in that wall of sound they got going on there. There's a lot of stuff happening there. And weirdly, I don't feel too overwhelmed by it. It's hard just pulling something out of that. You have clicking and popping and, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on in there. But man, it was really elegant. It was beautiful. It was nice. This one, at least, I didn't pay attention to the first half of the lyrics. The second half really just, it reminded me of like, what he said, I've been fucking destroyed by the city night, right? And like that to me, you're going out and getting plastered or something, right? Going out having a good time with your friends, your family, or whatever, probably with the city itself. I mean, that's what it was like when we went out like bar hopping back in the day in my 20s. Go bar hopping, and then you're just like, holy shit, this town destroyed me. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting, but I could be wrong. Obviously, fill me in the comments, guys. Let's keep this going. Islands of Men. And I want to be clear, I did like getting killed. It was cool.
You look green like you've been to the islands of men. Thought you'd find what it means, peace of mind. You can't keep womankind in your dreams. You can't keep running away from what is real and what is fake.
Okay. Man, that was just really chill. I'm not gonna lie. The first, at the beginning of the song, my brain kind of started like, okay, and just kind of enjoying the vibe, and then I zoned out a little bit. Not gonna lie to you guys, I zoned out just a wee bit, and then there was a sound that kind of reminded me of the steel drum, but very islandy, that hit, and it just took me out of it. And then I was like, oh my gosh! And then I'm listening, and it just kept building with all these sounds. This one almost reminded me, obviously not as commercial, or I don't know what you would reminded me as like a slowed down Mungo and Jerry Summertime a little bit, very little bit, but kind of similar vibe. But just like I said, a little more chill, just kind of relaxing. I dig it. 100 Horses. Okay, so I don't 100% know everything that's going on in this in the lyrics. Maybe there were 100 horses dancing, maybe 124. All the horses must go dancing. There is only dance music in times of war. 100 horses danced up to me so freely, but we have danced for too long. We have danced for far too long. And now I must change it. I must change completely. All people. So like I was getting kind of the vibe of like, if we're only dancing in times of war and we're tired of dancing, maybe it's time to stop war. I don't know. I like it regardless. This one was a little, at first I was like not sure on the vocals, but by the end it kind of warmed up on me. And yeah, very intriguing for sure. So different than what I would typically listen to, but like I could see myself like having this on in the background and kind of be a vibe, you know what I mean? So not really too far off realistically from maybe some of the like softer rock I used to listen to just without like that. Basically all the stuff I used to listen to, you know, didn't have this creative flair, but there's some things that it's reminded me of here. Definitely in the realm of 70s rock for sure. There was a guitar tone for a hot second in one of the earlier songs that we listened to. I don't think it was this one, but it reminded me low key. It was very brief, but it reminded me of like Mississippi Queen. And it was strictly just the guitar sound of like the tone of it. But it was very brief. So I was just like, man, this is interesting. Half Real. Second leg of the album, guys.
He may say that our love, he may say that our love, he may say that our love was only half real. He may say that real love, he may say that real love, he may say real love is a nail in the wall. And that's how a lot of assholes feel, but that's not how I feel at all. Yeah, there's something in the back of my mind, in the back of my mind, always in the back of my mind, and the front of my mind too. I've got half a mind, I've got half a mind, I've got half a mind to just pay for the lobotomy and tell them get rid of the bad times and get rid of the good times too. I've got no more thinking to do. They may say that our love was only half real, but that's only half true.
Okay. This was okay. This was, again, another real chill one, but out of all of them, I feel like that one didn't really grab me fully. We'll see on a listen or two if it does anything. Though the lyricism was interesting for sure. I mean, it was definitely repetitive, don't get me wrong, but I was kind of curious about some of this. Let's go back a little bit. He may say real love is a nail in the wall, and that's how a lot of assholes feel. But that's not how I feel at all. There's something in the back of my mind. Always in the back of my mind, and the front of my mind too. I got half of mine. Just pay for the lobotomy and tell them to get rid of the bad times. Get rid of the good times too. I've got no more thinking to do. They may say that our love was only half real, but that's only half true. Huh. Okay. All right. Interesting. Again, I'll see on a second listen. Maybe that'll pop off a little more for me. I did like the lyrics, but Aw pays do cocaine. That I'm gonna get roasted here. But I'm not exactly sure which. I want to say that's. Oh, dear God, I'm so. It almost seems like French, right? Audu. Maybe I'm full of it. I think they did say Krautrock. Maybe. Oh, New York City. Interesting. That is cool. Real quick look at while I'm here. I got tangented in by myself. So Cameron Winter is the composer and lyricist. Emily Green is a composer. Okay. So all right. Let's just jump into this.
Stay with me, baby.
right. I'm all right too. That song was very chill. I love that. And let me just break down a little bit of stupidity for you guys, because obviously I said krautrock earlier, right? And I saw that as a subgenre. And my dumbass, okay, I am of German descent, as is most people around, my area. We're rather rural, but in the States. So my family always jokes around about being krauts, especially when sauerkraut comes up. Like my uncle, I'll be like, dude, I love sauerkraut. And he's like, well, we are krauts. You know what I mean? So I assumed krautrock was like a German thing. Experimental style of rock focused on repetition, atmosphere, and progressive psychedelic soundscapes, often featuring funky rhythms alongside a 4/4 motoric beat. Now, I don't know a lot of what that means, especially towards the end there, because I don't know shit about music theory nor how to play instruments. I am simply someone who's very interested in different styles of music. So that's cool. That explains a lot of what we're listening to a little bit, honestly. Experimental style, rock style, and it has a little bit of repetition for sure in the lyrics, but the atmosphere for sure, and I can see the soundscape having a little bit of those psychedelic influences, but nothing, it's not crazy. Like I said, I compared it to the Velvet Underground earlier, which was way off because this is definitely not as experimental, quirky, or anything comparatively to that. But there's just some sounds here that I could definitely see from 70s rock, and they are really creative with it. Like Geese does a great job making it creative. So that is cool. I just wanted to clear up that a little bit. I legitimately thought we were talking German rock. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the case. Son of a bitch. Bow down.
I was a sailor. I was a sailor, and now I'm a boat. Yeah. I was a car. I was a car, and now I'm the road. And I was kneeling on the turnpike with an angel down my throat. She said, you don't know what it's like to bow down, down, down to Maria's dead bones.
All right. That was very quirky and in a great way, honestly. Like there were several times it kind of shocked me, but then it kind of mellowed back down rather quickly. No, this is good. It's the sound is starting to grow on me a little bit. I think my only complaint is honestly the repetition. Like I'm not a fan of a lot of repetition, and lyrically there's a lot of repetition, but it really does fit the style that they're going for. So I can't be mad at that by any means. Just simply a personal preference. I know people get really riled up when I don't like repetitive things, and they're like, "That's a song," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know." That's why I kind of tend to enjoy storytelling style things a little bit more. But, the sound's got to be good too. So I'm just a picky SOB, I guess. We got 2 more tracks. Let's finish this album out and let's talk about it a little bit. That's another one that was really chill, really liked. It's weird because like the instrumental doesn't really make it feel chill. It does a little bit. And that's not true. It does a little bit, but the vocals really do. Like he's kind of like stretches out a lot of what he's singing, and it kind of, I don't know. There's another artist that does this kind of, and it really reminds me of him. Vocally, not everything else, no. But I just cannot remember. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, you know what I mean? Every time he's singing, I'm like, man, it sounds like, I don't know. I'll see if I can come up with it here before the end, but no promises. Long Island City, here I come.
Nobody knows where they're going. Nobody knows where they're going except me. I told poor Joan. You've been talking to you know who. And if you can talk to him, you can talk to me too. And Joan of Arc, she warned, the Lord has a lot of friends, and in the end, he'll probably forget he's met you before. Oh, Charles, tell me about the end. You were there the day the music died, and I'll be there the day it dies again. He said a masterpiece belongs to the dead. There are microphones under your bed, and there's footage that'll prove us both wrong. Can't you see, like Joshua, kick the king out of Jericho? I'm about to kick your ass up and down the street. Here I come, 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 here I come,
Okay, so quirkiness-wise, this one definitely actually I felt had a little bit more of like a Velvet Underground influence. It was funny right about here. Right here. Now, it reminds me of Ted Nugent's, is it Stranglehold? No, that's not right. Oh my God, which it has that bass line in it. It's been a long time since I listened to freaking Ted Nugent, for obvious reasons. Cuckoo! I think it was Stranglehold kind of had a similar bass line for. Killer song, though. So this is definitely different than what I'm typically used to again. But there's definitely some stuff I came out of here really, really digging. The Cocaine track, Cobra, Taxes was pretty solid. Husbands was good as well. What was the other one? Yeah, Husbands. Yeah, that's right. That was a really good one. Man, I'm not mad at this album at all. In fact, I like it quite a bit. It's just very different from what I'm curious to see where I sit a couple spins from now. This is not something that I can just listen to and say, ha, 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 this is what we're rating. I'm going to give a rating because I'm dumb, but I want to give it a few more spins for sure. All in all, I'm very impressed with the unique sound and also kind of capturing that kind of 70s rock vibe. And I just happen to be really feeling that in general lately and this year. So that was really cool. And it didn't sound too close to anything that I've heard. So very unique. There was definitely some times where I felt a little, things were very busy in the instrumental specifically, but the way they had things toned in the mix, it wasn't always so abrasive that it was in your face. So that's a plus for me. We're just going to get to it. Okay. Again, I can't really say a whole lot about this because, I just don't have the chops musically to dig into this on a first listen. I'll be honest. While I pretty much utilized most of the stuff that I could kind of compare it to, maybe some television a little bit. I can see a little bit of television influence in there. Also a New York band, and maybe that's where they're getting the sub genre like art punk on albumoftheyear.org. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Regardless, I could see a little television in there as well. There's some cool influences here, and yet it sounds all its own. So that's really huge. I don't think it's a bad album. I don't think it's a mid album. I don't think it's a good album. I do think this is a great album. I'm going to go 7, flat 7 for now. We'll see where it sits on a couple more listens. I'm very impressed by this. The artsiness wasn't so much that it overpowered my enjoyment of it. So like as a filthy freaking casual, I'm still digging this. So that's good. You need the filthy casuals too, guys. Okay, not just the uppity artsy guys, right? You need the down low, the people in the gutter. I wouldn't say I'm in a gutter by any means, but I do listen to a lot of punk. So I mean, you could probably throw me in there and I'd be fine. Now this is really cool. Definitely curious, kind of on what else this band's done, but I'm going to sit with this album for a long time before I even think about digging in further. So flat 7 from your boy Pyro. If I mess anything up or whatnot, please feel free to fill me in on the comments. I'm not ignorant. I'm not so arrogant to believe that I'm not ignorant. There we go. I'm trying to think of anything else. Geese. Go support them live. Buy tickets. Buy some merch. Follow them on their socials if you ain't got quiche laying around like myself. That's easy. If you just follow the band on their socials, share the music with your friends, and I can guarantee you guys that I will be torturing Chuck with Geese because this might be too much for his brain, and it would melt down, and it will be hilarious. So we'll see if I can convince him to listen to Geese. And until next time, guys, peace out.